Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is our reaction to Naruto Shippuden episode 415, I believe. 415. Last time some stuff happened, we're just gonna get right into it. Hope you leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon, support the official release. Let's go.
Why are you still clinging to Obito? Doing so allowed me to steal the Nine-Tails' other half from these guys. Good. Now bring it and my left eye to me. So the fourth Hokage's Nine-Tails is inside that black thing?
Great.
Madara, how do you get
Incredible.
six power?
Oh boy. Is he gonna snatch the eye?
Does this suck the eye out of there with it? That'd be disgusting.
Since Lord Madara
He
is
literally
here,
did.
You can't do anything to me, even if I do separate myself from Obito. Damn it! Now, Kakashi!
He's not letting him get away.
Not yet. I need to ask you something, Madara.
Hold on. We need the Nine-Tails inside that thing. We can't afford to miss.
Tell me now. What am I to you?
You have to be kidding, right? What kind of a stupid question is that? You have always been only one thing to me. You are Madara.
You shall be.
Madara Uchiha. You see, Madara is defined as he who rejects this world. All who hold their thought in their heart and strive toward achieving the infinite Tsukuyomi are Madara.
That was once my path, too.
I left you in charge, everything
Creepy
in your
picture.
hands, and let you walk in my shoes while I slept the eternal sleep, waiting to return. You were supposed to live out your life as Madara to achieve our mutually agreed upon goal.
To be fair, he's right. It is kind of a dumb question. What did you think
Yeah.
you were to him?
Laid out by the sage of the six paths has failed. Listen. The chakra's six paths dispersed was meant to be a linking power, something that would connect the mental energies between people, so all could understand each other's hearts without words, and would lead to peace and stability. The one who preached this as Ninshu, the shinobi creed, and
Ninshu.
sought to guide the people forth, was the sage of the six paths. Time after time, people used chakra not to connect with, but only to link the mental and physical energies within themselves. Through a method of infusing one's own chakra and increasing it manifold, they changed chakra into ninjutsu that could be used as weapons in battle.
Exactly what in the hell is he talking about anyway?
Gaara. Yes, I know.
And even if some bonds were established, all they really learned was that true understanding wasn't possible. Chakra only gave rise to conflict and false hope. We know the reality all too well. Power only leads to a desire for conflict, and the lack of power leads to losing everything. But I shall create a new world that will overcome that. The infinite Tsukuyomi will produce a dream world without any abominable chakra. And I, as the person who possesses the most powerful chakra, will lead it. You are me, not Obito Uchiha, with his Uchiha chakra. Challenged Kakashi Hatake, sought the title of Hokage, and yearned for Rin Nohara. Because his power was a deception, he ended up losing everything. This entire world is hell. Have you forgotten that?
That was an epic speech. That was an incredible speech. It's not
Come
over.
over here, Madara.
Starting today, you will be the savior.
You are still the savior.
Sand wave. Kamui. Sage Jutsu.
He has Sage mode. Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Fuck! What the fuck?
How?
He's a badass. He's a fucking god right now.
Was
His consciousness is slipping.
Why, you damned. What are you doing?
No. What I'm doing's no different than a Hokage's actions. More, in fact.
This episode is so good.
I can
Holy
truly
shit,
bring about
Minato's fucking
peace.
Sage Jutsu.
There's no need to voluntarily walk a rugged path. Those who truly lead others would never step over their comrades' corpses, even if their own ends up being stepped upon.
Well then, in order for you to confirm that it's true, you're going to have to become a corpse.
I won't let you step on me anymore. I know now that letting someone use your name and handle things for you isn't the same as truly entrusting them with a task. I am not you.
Show me just how you're gonna save the whole world. And that's another promise for you to keep.
The current me is the one who wanted to be Hokage, Obito Uchiha.
Nice.
Oh, that's not the end? Holy shit, we're
thought
only
that was-
9 minutes in?
What?
Obito.
Badass. Because he used to be the jinchuriki of it. He can just like.
He's taking
Yeah.
the power.
You finally found yourself.
Oh, that's...
Did you forget?
No right eye's power.
Or oh, he did he not know?
I guess he didn't. He
Yeah,
could have...
he died like immediately.
He could have guessed, and I think he just did put it together after, because that's the reason Obito was saved. Oh, this is inside. This is Madara's chakra.
Are you really trying to extract the tailed beasts and thereby weaken me?
Whoa.
8 tails.
So weak.
What happened to B?
I know, that's what I was wondering.
1 tail and 8 tails.
Take Naruto to our time space. Obito plans to hand him the 9 tails there. Come on.
Sakura too?
She's keeping him alive.
No!
He blocked it. Holy shit, Obito's so badass.
Since at one time he'd been in Sage mode, he was able to steal some Sage power from me along with the tailed beast chakra.
That'd be so scary.
Compared to everyone else, he's on a whole other level.
This episode is insane. This is half filler.
Naruto, what's left is
What?
for you to send yourself there and Naruto can be saved. Right, Obito?
Oh, damn it. You're still talking down to me. And acting so superior, just like old times.
Okay.
Oh. I was like, how the fuck can this be filler?
Ren's here to pick you up for the fair.
Oh, sorry, Ren.
I can't wait to see what my great-grandchildren will look like, Obito.
Grandma, I'm only 5 years old.
That would be a great meme. Oh my god.
Whoa.
They're giving us a
I want to watch this, but it's so epic right now.
I know, but it's so cute.
wonder what kind of ninja
We'll watch it till we get bored.
next. That's the competition.
No, we should
This'll be
stop.
easy.
It's too cute. It's making me want to cry.
Kakashi!
Obito Uchiha. That's me.
Is Kakashi gonna win this fancy kunai?
Going to show us today, Obito. I'll be doing the fire-style fireball jutsu. Wow.
Destroys everything.
Here it goes.
Is he just gonna do it towards the audience?
Fireball jutsu.
No.
I think it was originally... Sorry, I'll say it after.
7 points. 7 points.
Very generous judges.
It looks like Obito Uchiha is in the lead.
He's a 5-year-old who, like, managed to pull off a
Yeah.
form of the fireball jutsu. That's pretty badass.
That was great, Obito.
I wasn't really in top form today, but I think it'll still be good enough to get me the win. Now here's our final competitor.
Kakashi's gonna come in.
Kakashi Hatake. How about the Earth-style mud wave? Whoa, that jutsu requires a lot of chakra. Yeah, mud wave. At our age, give me a break. Earth style. Mud wave.
10. So he was already doing different styles when he was 5 years old. That's not even his natural.
That's one of his natural styles, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Earth and Lightning.
Oh, okay.
Because he did Mud Wall like a million times early on, and like burrowing jutsu.
Yeah, I thought that was like his second one, and Lightning was like his.
I'm not sure. I think he's just a badass and has an affinity for 2. So what'd you think of that episode?
That was a crazy
That
episode.
was an insane.
That was a
packed
ridiculous
episode.
amount of stuff.
All episodes should be 13 episodes long, or 13 minutes long. Because they packed a lot into the canon 13 minutes of this episode.
Even though we had that, like, filler to, like, come down on, I still feel incredibly stressed out.
Holy shit, man. Like, that speech from Madara, the villain speech. Like, Obito was literally just like, what do I mean to you? He's just like, are you out of your fucking mind? What do you think you mean to me? Like, just, like, breaks it down
But it's crazy.
completely.
But what's cool about it is that if you wanted sort of the easy way out of that, it would have been, you are nothing to me. You were just a pawn doing what I told you to do. Instead, he's like, you are Madara. You were doing this, and I was doing the same thing, but now, I'm still doing that thing, and you're not. But come here, and it's just interesting as well because.
Well, he was saying that you are.
Yeah,
are.
you.
It's still within you.
Yeah.
You know? You're not Obito.
It's interesting because we see Madara's big, like, it's debatable whether Madara's greatest skill is how badass he is in terms of fighting or just how well he can manipulate people.
It's definitely not how well he can. He's not fucking Dio.
Okay, but I'm saying.
He only did it to him. He didn't do it to anybody else.
I guess. I don't know. He was
doing
good,
it to everyone else.
I guess, but he was, like, copying the same shit. That
true.
Madara was doing. He was doing the exact techniques that Madara was doing, and just the way that he does shit is just very interesting, I feel like.
Madara, I like the way you do shit. Madara's domain expansion, Chakra World was so cool looking.
It was really, I like that it was different than Obito's. It was just a lot darker, a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
I don't know, that was cool.
I just love, fucking Minato's Sage Jutsu.
How could he do that?
So this is a highly debated thing amongst viewers of Naruto. I looked this up the other day, and it, you know whose name was on the summoning scroll for the frogs right before Naruto's? It was fucking Minato's. It was actually written 4th Hokage in, weird chicken scratch, but it wasn't, he was Jiraiya's main pupil after the
I'm surprised none of those
Akatsuki.
none of the shittier dumber frogs accidentally told Naruto
they did actually say it. They said not indirectly. It makes sense that Minato could do it. When I watched, I was like, did we? I literally Googled it. I was like, did we miss a whole Minato fucking Sage Jutsu arc?
I guess no. I know what I'm saying is that the toads, they never were they were everyone was like Jiraiya.
But they did. They did. Fukusaku, I think, said, or maybe it was Gama Tora, the guy who had the key to the Nine Tails seal in him. I think he and Fukusaku were talking when Naruto was getting the prophecy of going to see B. Apparently he was, I forget who it was, but they were one of the frogs was like, oh, he's almost as good as those two guys. So Jiraiya and Minato would be them. Okay. So it was never explicitly said ever, but it was heavily hinted at throughout us earlier parts of the story that Minato knew Sage Jutsu.
Okay.
It was just he never used it in the Konoha fight, which is kind of weird. Or Konoha fight, when Obito attacked the Leaf Village. He never used it then, but he didn't have time to sit around.
Imagine if he did.
He didn't have time to sit around.
That's also true. But imagine if he did, and he would have been able to tell
He would have been able to sense the chakra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Obito's chakra by that point, like your chakra is a reflection of your soul. So in Ninetales chakra mode, which is also has heavy sensory abilities, he also couldn't tell that it was Obito until he saw his face. So, and Obito's chakra by that point had been like so corrupted and fucked up that like he was basically unrecognizable. Anyway, that's a small part of what happened.
I loved how it is flashing to the shots of like his hand like filling up with that stuff. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm. He was like he's reaching for his gun a little bit. I don't know.
That was really cool. And so, but he was only able to get what, the one tail and the 8 tails?
A piece of the one tail and a piece of the 8 tails.
Yeah, and I've been holding off on like discussing this just because we're going at a kind of fast pace. But yeah, like B.
I don't know. What did happen to B?
I don't understand.
Naruto got it ripped out and he's dying. Is B just dead?
Because 8 tails said, "Sorry, B."
Yeah.
So maybe it's because they were in the fully transformed mode, B just like got lost in the mix because
I don't think that's how that works.
But like,
is B's chakra in Madara?
It could be. Why would Madara care if B's chakra was in there?
He could tell that the Six Paths Ninja tools were in there. I don't know. That's not how it works though, because fucking Naruto got sucked right out.
Yeah, but Naruto isn't in a full transformed mode.
It's established that he is. That's just what his fully transformed mode looks like, because he's like Sage fucking reincarnation power, Uzumaki lineage shit.
But he's like floating around in there, and other people can come in. No one can come into the 8 tail. The 8 tails is like a solid
mass. Yeah,
it's like a flesh. You know?
I guess, but he said sorry, B.
I know, so I don't know. So either because like B's body didn't come out, so either when that happened, B just died, or B is like trapped in there as well, like. Just like his chakra is.
I think they forgot about him. I think
really?
they either forgot about him or just are not addressing it. I think now that you say it, like I think we're meant to believe that he's in there. I don't fucking remember at all. I don't remember at all.
To me, it seems like what I'm getting, like the vibe that like the show gave to me wasn't that they like that was him like dying.
Yeah.
I feel like they definitely could have played that up a bit more if he was dying, especially for the show where like they just went into 20 filler episodes after that.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is because like when Naruto is Naruto, the Ninetales is still inside of him. It's just his chakra. Its physical body is not there, right? Mm-hmm. But when it switches, then it's the other way. So B would have been inside 8 tails as chakra because I don't think that it's like with Naruto because B's body turns into the 8 tails. So what I think it is that B's chakra is inside the 8 tails chakra. Both got sucked in, and
shit's weird, man.
I guess he's just lost in there. Perhaps if 8 tails came out, B would still like be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think yeah.
I don't know.
I think if he wasn't supposed to be in there, they would have had him come out and die, just like immediately or some shit. I don't know.
What do you think of Ninshu?
What?
Ninshu, the Sage of the Six Paths, originally created Ninshu by using the chakra given to him by the divine tree through his mother.
Oh.
But then people, instead of using it in the correct way of connecting your souls and being able to like manifest a piece of your soul outside of yourself and connect it to somebody else, i.e. how Obito and Naruto just did, or how Naruto and Sasuke did, that's what you're supposed to do so that you can see each other's emotions. Instead of that, people cut off the connection, kept their chakra to themselves, used it for weaponry. And that's originally what Ninshu, what chakra was the Shinobi Creed was originally used for.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it was literally a religious, like, meditative practice, kind of like how I said before, but with some spice added on it. Of you like, and it. What this is a thing that I love because this seems like something that was actually planned from the beginning. Like the Kaguya stuff, you could, I don't know, but this is like, you know, I feel like this is what it was supposed to be. I feel like that when like, cause early on in Naruto, in part 1, when we saw Naruto and Sasuke like attack at the same time, then they were both in this world like talking to each other and shit. And we just saw it again, and we just saw it again with fucking we see it again, we see it many times. A similar thing is when Naruto is talking to the Nine Tails.
Yeah,
it's the same kind of idea. It's this using chakra to form this like pseudo, you know, I guess magical connection that like allows you to bear your feelings and actually understand each other. It solves the problem that Pain and Obito and Madara all kind of have with like, you can't see each other's insides, you can't know each other's pain, etc., etc. So that's what it was originally about, and this feels like it was their planned, like the whole idea of the Sage of the Six Paths doing this was planned from the beginning, of connecting everybody, but people used it for ill, unfortunately. He basically gave the world this gift, and then they kind of fucked up. Also, like the Berserk sword.
Yeah, I do.
People argue whether that's actually a Berserk reference. It looks
pretty
lot
close.
like the Dragon Slayer. Even the pommel area, it doesn't have a blade on this side, and we've seen it before. I'm not sure if it's actually a reference. It might just be a small bit of inspiration.
It might just be a giant sword.
But all giant swords are inspired by Berserk.
But it was far too large.
It looks exactly like the Dragon
sword.
Slayer. Like, except for that one side of the blade, it looks exactly like the Dragon Slayer. I love this speech by Madara. This episode was dope, even though it was almost half filler. Obito really coming in clutch. They're using some shit, sucked Sakura and Naruto into the time-space dimension.
No, Kakashi did that.
Yeah, they
was and he just brought all the stuff in. That was so cool. And
there's no way Madara can get in there.
Yeah, unless he steals Obito's eye and goes in there.
Yeah,
that would be a way.
But if Kakashi and Obito go in, there's no fucking way.
That's also true. That's also true, and the only person left there is Minato, and Gaara. They'd have to bring Gaara in.
Would they?
So that he wouldn't get fucking killed by Madara in like 1 second flat.
Somebody needs to hold off Madara.
Yeah, that's why I said Minato. He's already fucking dead.
True. True. Alrighty, we're moving right along unless there's anything more you want to say.
No, it was just good stuff. Oh, when he fucking snapped Minato's arm off and it went flying back and hit Kakashi, what the hell?
With the Rasengan on it?
Still going? Jesus.
That was insane.
That was ridiculous, but really cool. Because it was Madara, I'll believe it happened.
So now, what? You believe it happened?
No,
you see what this guy did to an army?
No, that's what I'm saying. If someone else pulled a move like that, I'd be like, okay. But since it's Madara,
we've seen people pull out moves like that before.
Not like that. That was a lot.
So if the previous thing is any evidence, Minato now has no arms.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Yeah. It's too bad.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon. See you then. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.